My name is Fabian. I'm Belgian. I worked for 3 years in Silves. It's a city in the south of Portugal. I arrived in March 89 and I left in April 90. I went to there with my wife and we both worked for Algarve Founders. It's the Portuguese branch of the Belgian company Florida. Over there, I was the production manager. I was responsible for the production of the different pot plants we cultivated. When I arrived in Portugal, I understood that it was necessary to have a basic knowledge of the Portuguese language, especially because the medium of communication within the company with employees was limited to Portuguese. So I decided to learn Portuguese, but I never followed any lessons. I just learned it by using it every day. It was quite easy for me to learn Portuguese because I had already a good knowledge of French. In private life, I also could use other languages. I spoke English with local authorities or in shops. I used French and Dutch to speak to other foreigners who were staying in Portugal. Typical for Portuguese food is that meat and fish is mostly grilled and is eaten without sauces. They also use a lot of olive oil to prepare their food. And they know a lot of different types of fresh fish and crustacea, white and red wines, and they also know a wide range of different types of pastries. For me, the food in Portugal was really delicious. My personal favorites are pastéis de natas. That's a pastry with cream in it. Bique, it's a small cup of very strong coffee. And fresh fish as sargo and espedac. Food and drinks in Portuguese restaurants were very cheap. That is why we often went out for dinner. Sometimes we prepared our own food. Then most of the times we cooked Belgian dishes. But it was very difficult to find the ingredients for this in the local shops. So we always needed to drive to the supermarket. I decided to move abroad because I wanted to discover a new culture, a new country. I preferred a southern European country, but that was Portugal was coincidence. After my engineering studies, I applied for a job offer from Florida. I was invited for a job interview and a job assessment, and finally they selected me for the job. After I had received the job, I worked about 3 months in the Belgian parent company to get some experience before I went to Portugal. I can say there was a different business culture. When you want to do business in Portugal, it's important to go out for a business lunch. In Portugal, a lot of deals are closed during a business lunch. Portuguese also do business in a very informal way. They keep everything simple. For example, you don't need to wear a suit, and they use greetings like "Hola," which means "hello" in Dutch. But there is really a very big difference between Belgium and Portugal concerning work life. In Belgium, everything is more stressful, there are more deadlines, there is a fight against the time. And in Portugal, everything is calmer. People spend more hours at work, but they are less efficient. In Belgium, the work is also much more complex. For example, when I make a work planning in Belgium, it needs to be much more accurate than in Portugal. My most memorable experience concerning local etiquette was when Portuguese go out for dinner, they always have the tendency to ask a lot, but they never eat everything of it. It's a sign that they have had enough. When there isn't anything anymore on your plate, they have the tendency to give you more food. So in the beginning, I always ate my plate empty, but after a while, I adapted to that custom. When they greet people, they often use hola, which means hello in English. During the greeting, they also often give a handshake. Um, in my opinion, you have to do it when you're young, because then you don't have any obligations or kids. And when you are in that country, you should live together with the locals, learn to understand their culture. You should have respect for the locals, and then you will get respect from them too. When you live together with these people, it will make your stay a lot more enjoyable. Because I'm convinced it will become your second home. Finally, try to learn the basics of the national language before you depart. You will see it will be a lot easier to make contact with the locals, and it will simplify your stay.